I have the 5 fundamentals, which is
Okay.
basically, and I try to start with sustainable, simple things because it comes down to what you actually are going to do. And most people, they don't need fancy, they just need a few simple things. And I think the most important one is the walk outside 10 minutes 3 times a day. And one, that fixes your circadian rhythm. Most people spend their entire life indoors. 97%, most people spend 97% of their day inside in front of a screen. And so the LED in the screen, it has blue light, and there's nothing wrong with blue light. There's blue light occurs in nature. The problem is with the screen or the computer, it's only blue. Okay. We used to have incandescent bulbs, and that's better because there's red, and red is the more calming part of the spectrum, like fire. And so in nature, blue never happens by itself. There's always different colors of the spectrum in sunlight. And so it tells your brain what hormones to produce. Like in the morning, it spikes your cortisol. You want to spike your cortisol with the sun and movement. Then there's cortisol supposed to go up. And then throughout the day, it's supposed to drop. And then in the evening, your body ramps down based on what frequency and light frequencies are coming from the sun. And of course, you've got vitamin D, and the darker your skin, the more sun you actually need. That's why many dark-skinned people really struggle in the United States with higher rates of heart disease, obesity, because they're designed to be closer to the equator and they're designed to get more sun, right? And so people that live at more northern latitudes with darker skins, they really struggle. And it's really sad because nobody tells them that. Someone who has dark skin like yourself needs like 10 times the amount of sun I do. Because my ancestors evolved at higher latitude. The lighter your skin, the less sun you need. The less sun you need to survive. So that's something that's kind of been forgotten. But the walking outside basically lowers blood sugar. If you do it as an observational exercise, as opposed to exercise, like trying hard, if you're flowing and you're relaxed and you're basically observing and breathing through your nose, then it becomes like stress management, right?
Okay.
So you're managing blood sugar. It lowers blood sugar at the same rate of a metformin. Getting out in nature, listening to the birds reduces anxiety. You're getting vitamin D. You're producing hormones, particularly in the morning. You're getting your thyroid, your testosterone. All these things are basically managed by the sun. And you're fixing your circadian rhythm. Your immune system is also run by sunlight. So your sleep's going to improve. You're going to be less stressed. Your resting heart rate's going to go down. Your fitness level is going to improve. You walk 3 times a day. You're actually going to burn some body fat when you do that. So basically, you checked off 1 million boxes with this one really simple activity.